Alright guys, it's your boy Josh out here with Infinite Bassin. Gonna do a little bit of a how-to video for you guys today. I know a lot of you guys have been asking how to rig the swim baits from Grindstone Custom Lures, the 5-inchers. So we're gonna do a little bit of a how-to on those today, and at the end of this I'm gonna have a little surprise for you guys, so hang in, watch the video, and we'll have a surprise at the end. So one of the things that I'm going to show you guys here is my favorite way to rig up these swim baits, and probably the most, I'd say probably the most common way that I rig these things up is using these 8/0 hooks from Owner. They're the Flashy Swims. They are the Owner Beast hooks with pretty much just a spinnerbait under the bottom of them. It gives you that little bit of extra flash, a little bit of the extra thump, the vibration in the water to get you that little bit of extra attention from the fish, get you that extra bite. So the most simplest way, the reason I use these is these have the centering spring in the center of this thing, which helps you get these things lined up. And the way that these are going to go is you just take it and stick that straight through the center of the nose with that centering spring and just twist it on there. One of the things you want to do is, once you've got that rigged up on there like that, is you want to let it dangle to make sure that it's straight in line with that hook, so you don't get it spinning on you when you get it in the water. The next thing that I like to do is I take that hook and I rock it back and I put it right against the body just like this, and kind of keep your finger right where that hook would be in that natural position. So put your finger right there, and that's how you know that's where you're gonna put the hook through the belly of this bait. You take it, flex it a little bit, pull it all the way up. Make sure once you poke it through that that hook point's centered in its back. Comes out perfect, just like that. These 8/0 hooks I found have been probably the best size to use for these. You get great hook up when the fish come up and bite these. You know, they've got plenty of room to push this bait down and grab that hook. One of the good things about this is that's weedless, so you can fish this through grass, tules, lily pads, anything like that, and have those come through there without getting snagged on anything. One of the other things that you can do to ensure that that hook goes through there nice, that bait goes through all those weeds nice, is to take it and just take the tip and skin hook it into the top of that bait. You don't want a lot in there, because if you hook the majority of that tip through there, you're gonna lose, let these cars go by, you're gonna lose your hookup ability, and are gonna lose a lot of fish when you go to set that hook. So as you can see, I'm rubbing my finger across the top of this thing, and it doesn't get hooked. You just want a little bit. So we'll leave that guy rigged up just like that. That is an 8/0 Owner Flashy Swim is what that's rigged up on. One of the other ways that you can rig these, it's not my favorite, but if you're fishing in an area that doesn't have a lot of submerged grass, submerged wood, a lot of things to get snagged up on, you can choose to use a jig head for swim jigs. This is a trocar hook. The reason I like to use these ones is these ones have these bait keepers built into the shank of the hook, so you don't lose a lot of your baits, and these things grip. So whenever you put these on, you're not going to get your swim bait off without tearing it. So make sure that's the thing that you want to use. So we'll rig that up on, let's go with one of these clear guys here, since we got the black speck, and get a little match here. Same thing as the other hook. I set it up like I'm gonna rig it and put it on its side like that. And once again, you'll put your finger right where the back of the hook is, and that's where you're gonna run the hook into. That's how you know where it's gonna set up at. So just take this straight through the nose again, except this one's just a little bit different, where you're gonna run it all the way in through the inside to where you want it. And then come straight out of its back. Make sure you're in the middle so everything's centered. And you see it's right up against that bait keeper. And just run it all the way through, just like that. And it'll sit just like that. I don't remember what size hook this is or what weight this is, but this is how it'll set up on just a regular jig head. And as you can see, that thing is in there. So these things, a lot of people worry about with these baits not having the hook so far back that the fish will come up from the back and only grab the tail and miss it. That happens a lot, but one of the things is with these swim bait style baits, the bass like to come up from the front and grab it from the head. So when they come up and grab this, you don't have to worry about missing them as much, because they're gonna come up and headshot this thing, and you'll get that hook up every time. Leave that guy rigged up. The next way we're gonna do this is the same owner hooks. These are owner beasts, but this is just an owner belly weighted hook. It doesn't have the flashy spin set up. So if you are fishing in an area that has a lot of that, I don't even know what you'd call it. It's that really thick grass that's on the bottom that just sticks to everything. Sometimes those flashy spins, that underspin blade, isn't really a good idea because those get clogged up a lot with that. So one of the baits that we'll use for that, we'll go with another clear hair. Same thing, it's got the owner centering spring on the center of this thing, so it lets you get this thing rigged up perfect. We'll go straight back to the center of this, push that centering spring in, and just twist. If you guys aren't using these, you are definitely missing out. They make it the easiest to rig these things up. Same thing, let it dangle just to make sure that it's straight with the hook. And then you'll roll it back, get your position of where you're gonna keep it to, put your finger right on the back of the hook, bend it down, hook it all the way through, and roll it forward just like that. You got a weedless weighted swim bait. These things are awesome. I've been fishing these things for a while, and I've been using them for striper fishing, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted, and they've held up incredible. Like these things, some of the ones that I fish don't even look like they've even been hit. These things hold up so well. One of the ones that I do use for a striper is this color changing bait. As you guys have seen in some of the videos that are on the Groundstone Custom page, one of the ways that I fish it is on this jig head. Nice big red one there. Just like we rigged up on the other one, we'll rig this one up and show you the same setup. Put that head in there just like that. Get your hook point position on the side, finger on the back, and that's how we're going to rig them up. Straight through the nose of this thing. It's a little bit harder to do with some of these baits that you can't see all the way through, so just kind of feel for the hook. Just kind of guesstimate, and you usually get it pretty straight on. Same thing, Just feed that guy all the way through, push it past that bait keeper. Now you got a 5-inch on the jig head. These things work fantastic. Another thing that you guys can do is they have those same jig heads. If you want to go weedless with them, just get the heads with the weed guard on them, and those things work pretty phenomenal. I'm sure a lot of you guys are pretty familiar with these if you fish jigs, swim jigs, regular jigs, football jigs, arky head jigs, anything like that, because a lot of them have this style brush guard on them. One extra thing that I'm going to do is I'm sure you guys are probably familiar with the swimming sticks from Grindstone Customs. These guys, these things also work really well with these Owner Flashy Swim hooks. You need to go with the 1/0 or go with the 3/0. If I had to pick one, I'd say the 3/0 are my favorite, and you would rig these up the same exact way. Just take it straight through the nose and twist. Let it dangle, make sure it's straight. Same thing, roll that hook back on the side there, put your finger behind it where you want it at. Punch that guy straight through. Just like that. These things are awesome in the water. If you guys have never used these swimming sticks or these Owner Flashy Swim hooks, highly recommend them. I've never broke a spinner blade off of these. I've never bent one of these hooks out. The Owner Beast hooks are super thick, so that's definitely not something you have to worry about with those. We'll rig that up, and we'll do you guys one more with let's go with a Colorado blade. They do make these in a Colorado blade, if you guys haven't seen those yet. So they have Willow and Colorado. This is also a 3/0. This is my custom color that no one else has, and I'm going to include this in this video just so you guys can see what that looks like. Same thing, just like the other one. Spin it on there, dangle it, make sure it's straight with the hook. This not only applies to the grindstone baits, you can use these for any type of swim baits that you guys fish with. You know, the Kitex, the Little Dipper, Big Dipper, anything like that, those also work with this rigging style as well. So I told you guys I had something for you at the end of this, if you guys held on. Everything that you guys saw rigged up in this video, I'm going to give away. Only thing that you have to do, like, share, subscribe, and drop a comment on this video. And let's say in 4 days, 5 days, we will choose a random comment and give all of these baits that we rigged up in this video to that subscriber. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.